Hey YouTube, it's that guy here. Yeah, I was cleaning off a shelf in my office here. Had a bunch of books on it. And in between the books or behind the books, I can't remember which. I was taking the books off. I was going to donate them. And behind the books, now I remember, behind the books was this. It's one of my knife cases. I've been wondering where some of the knives were in here, where I'd put them. I found them. I thought I'd share this with you. It was almost like having Christmas, finding all this stuff. So this is one of my knife cases, and it was just like super fun that I found this. As you can see, it's got a few of my larger pocket knives. Got a Spyderco. I believe this is the Native. Oh, first generation. What does it say on the first generation? BRK. 440A is the steel Spyderco, and made in Golden, Colorado. Just kind of a cool knife. I had it in there. I was like, been used a little bit. I just thought that it was cool that I found these. A couple of them I forgot I had that knife. This is a Spanish issue military pocket knife that they issue their army, or did in the 80s. And, corkscrew, giant reamer with a eye in it for, I guess, sewing canvas or something. Kind of a big bulky thing. Got a gnarly can opener there. Big screwdriver, cap lifter. And I'm not sure, but I think this hole, I'm not sure what that hole's for, to tell you the truth. Hard to say. And it's got a really large blade. And it's made by Altor. Yep, I think that's how you pronounce it. And then a fingernail file. Interesting. Kind of a big heavy knife. Whew. Then I've got a Punisher knife I picked up at a Comic-Con in Dallas. Got a glass puncher there. It's a flipper, assisted opening. Yep, assisted opening. Liner lock. Tack Force. See, it says Tack Force Speedster model. Okay. Interesting. I just kind of like the old style Punisher stuff, and thought that was cool and got it. And then I've got a see, what's this one? Oh, this is one my dad got, because it says United States Navy, and it's got the seal trident on it, and got a glass breaker, seatbelt cutter, strap cutter, pocket clip. Got a thumb stud over here, but a flipper on this side. Oh, it's not. Got. Come on, Jay. There we go. It's a flipper. It says Navy on it. M-Tech USA. On the back here it says 440 steel, U.S. design, handmade in China. Oh, great. Okay. Well, I don't know what Dad paid for it, but he asked me if I had one like this in my collection. I said no. He handed it to me. He was always doing that. Then I've got, this used to be a switchblade. Spring broke on the inside. So now it's a manual opening, and you gotta push the lock down to open it. Knife. I bought this in Germany when I was there in the late 70s. And then it had a leaf spring on the inside that broke. So now it doesn't flip open. And then you have to push that down to close it. And then it locks closed. So it's definitely a two-handed knife now. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know where I got this. Super automatic. That's a fidget toy. And then I got two ridge knives. The thumb stud, which is plastic, is gone on that. And that's the serrated edge. It's ridge. I know I got these back in the early 90s. And that's the plain edge. And on the back here it says, yeah, there we go. There's the tank stamp, made in Japan. Before everyone started going to China to have stuff made. And this is the RG-24. There's that tank stamp. Surgical stainless steel. Anyway. Oh, then I've got my, see, which one is this? One's British and one's Italian. I believe this is the British one. But I need to... Oh man, that is tough. Yeah, this is British. Kind of hard to see at the tank stamp there, but it's got the arrow on it. Believe, look on here, I think I was able to figure out that this was made in 1940. Oh yeah, it's got stamped on there, 1946. So it was a post-war knife, but it was the style that was issued to the British troops, soldiers and sailors during World War II. Got a little tip here for a screwdriver, Marlin Spike on the back, and then the sheep's foot blade on the front. And that sheep's foot blade must have been sharpened quite a bit because it's hanging up there pretty proud. A hasp on there for hanging. And then when I got this, it was they said it was an Italian naval knife from World War II that had been in a warehouse somewhere that they found. And it looks very similar to the British. No markings on that blade. And there's the tank stamp on this. I'm not even going to try and say that word. They're both about the same size. And then the Marlin Spike. That's a little bit loose, and you can see some wear on that. I think I bought this for like $4 or $5 from Atlanta Cutlery back in the mid to late 80s. And then you got the tip here for screwdriver and steel bolsters and pins. Just cool knife. But that was in my the case there that I found that I've forgotten I had. So just thought I'd show that real quick. Well, really, it wasn't quick. It's about 10 minutes now. So, but if you got any questions about any of these knives, questions or comments, just leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.